Hey everyone, ZeroJD here with the XBLA Fan Channel. Here for you with a quick taste of Vaporum, a Steam Bunk Dungeon Crawler game. As you can see, I am on a grid. Combat is real time. However, if you hold the left trigger and push up, you can actually go into a sort of like stop time kind of thing. I don't use that, whatever. On my screen, bottom left, you can see the right is my health. Above that is actually my currently equipped weapon, which is a big old hammer. I can actually tap right or tap on the right stick to change it to a different setup that I have. And then on the bottom right is my equipment or tech. Right now I have a fire thing. If I hold LT and hit A, it shoots fire. LT and B will make a AoE electrical attack. The left and right bumper, left and right on the D-pad will refill my health or my energy, respectively, with an item that I don't have for health right now. So essentially the story is I wake up on this island outside this giant monument. I go inside and get this suit, which you can see here in the top right, my rig. And it goes from there. Apparently people have been here studying Vaporum, which is essentially what is used to level up my rig. And there aren't any people here, but there are other human-like creatures that bleed when I shoot them. So they're weird Bioshock allusions to this stuff like corrupting and all that kind of stuff. As you can see, I have a few goodies here. I've actually kept most of my my little, what's it called, nozzles or acid. This is an acid nozzle. These are protectors. These are just gadgets and fun stuff like that, essentially skills. I got my stats, and then I got my circuits, which is essentially my skill tree. And I've kind of gone into blunt weapons, so now I have a chance to actually shock on damaging stuff. And then there's like dual wielding rifles, guns, capacitors, elemental craziness, and all that kind of fun stuff. But I've just started with a complex capacitor because it allows me to at some point get more like when I'm not moving or when I'm not attacking or taking damage, I will get health back. Early on, this game was actually a lot of fun until it sort of started to throw cheap stuff at you. Like I would clear out a room, go to another room, start finding the enemies there, start to pull them back to the first room so I could fight them one-on-one. But that first room before that would spawn enemies, weird enemies spawning kind of stuff where it'll be like, hey, there's no actual way to fight them in this room without forcibly going into a like pin situation where I'll be stuck in this corner. A lot of my times I can kind of like juke them, get a hit, juke them, get a hit kind of thing like that. And there are areas where that's not allowed and you just lose so much health. And I've actually knocked it down from normal to easy. But most of the time you're actually just kind of going around and exploring, solving simple puzzles, a lot of buttons and dragging stuff. So let's kind of go in through here. I don't promise that I won't die, but I am on easy. Alright, so what do we have here? If I hold right trigger, I can activate stuff, but that doesn't seem to really... Ooh. Alright, so what I think I need to do here is body block. Body block. Oop. It's actually one of the more simple puzzles. Well, I didn't seem to be able to do it, but yeah, you get the idea. I would have to continually block and all that kind of fun stuff, so let's see if we can't move on or if that's required, because not all the puzzles are required. Some of them just kind of get you extra goodies and stuff like that. So this actually should take me up to the next level. The last level I was on was like the librarian. And each one as you go, it kind of gives you like more story and stuff like that. Enemies get stronger and all that kind of stuff. But like I said before, on normal, some of the enemies get so many hit points, it just doesn't feel fair at times. When you're kind of going through these areas, you're actually wanting to like look around so you can hit the right trigger and kind of like select stuff. This is really slow with the left stick. But if you like see, go to something here it'll kind of always auto-target this. And a lot of the story is actually given through these audio and text logs.
After the island wars ended, seismologists traced a huge earthquake on the high seas of Mount Vaporum, 450 miles south of Capital Island. The capital suffered one of the worst tsunami hits ever recorded. At first we feared the rebels, or rather some isolated unit, was still operational.
He's not happy. He really wants to get over here at me.
War was already over. Investigation of the area proved intriguing. It was not the rebels, it was a meteor sitting on the seabed.
Seabed.
It had to have been there for centuries, lying in silence without anyone noticing. But then somehow it must have cracked open, releasing huge amounts of energy into the sea. We found the meteor core leaking into the water, causing it to boil and bubble, exuding steam from the surface. That began to explain the ever-present vapors in the area, a mystery we had previously had no answer to. But it was not the heat that caused this, it was... I will never forget the sight.
Uh-oh.
Well, obviously I did forget it somehow.
Well, yeah, your guy has amnesia, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that does almost no damage. Alright, let's just go and whip on him. Oh, that does a lot of damage. A lot of the enemies have been these mechanical things. So this guy, his kind of thing, it seems to be that I need to just kind of go around this box. And a lot of the enemies I've been able to kind of like lead around and do stuff to this like them, but it's when they get like multiple enemies that just kind of pin you in that it just seems not thought out the best. That, or it still has the kind of the old kind of stuff of like these old tropes have been weeded out of games for a reason. But it doesn't, like, it provides annoyance, but it doesn't break, like, the full enjoyment of the game, if I have to be fully honest. Alright, so what do we got here? Uh-oh. So let's see, go around here, and okay, we should be okay. I wonder if they'll hurt each other. I don't know what that did. But yeah, this is what the game's been kind of a... Bam. Oh, missed. Oh, keep moving. Oh, that guy came through, I think. Oh, no. Alright, we'll let him... Hey. Oop, he shot me. But it's a lot of, like, backtracking, sitting around doing puzzles and stuff like that. Alright. If I wanted to, I could switch the guns, but I've kind of invested past that at this point. Oh, boy. Alright, he's dead. And when you defeat enemies, you get experience. That's what they don't call it, experience, but that's what essentially what it is. So if I hit down and see, if you see, I have 1705 over out of 1760. All right, so let's see what that switch does. So it doesn't do anything. Check the map. Hold on, wait. I just saw this. See, I've had slight issues with how the turning, like this is right stick, this is left stick. I've had it be a little bit sensitive, if that's the best word for it, where I'll like do an entire like crazy flip or crazy spin. But let's see, huh? All right, so I actually did make a dumb mistake. This is actually on the opposite side of where I just was. Oop. And you kind of just cuddle on the wall if you go too far. They've made references to the liquid being alive, which is kind of weird if you ask me. You never want to... Ooh, bug. Encounter a living liquid. Oop. Achievements aren't specifically hard. It's a lot of like dodge an enemy attack 1,000 times kind of stuff, or hit an enemy with blunt weapons 1,000 times kind of thing. we're just gonna kind of dance around here. Oop. But if you're a fan of dungeon crawlers, this would probably be okay. It's got some weird things that do make it a little harder than other games. Ooh, shotgun man. Oh, I can't. All right, cool. In the past, what I've done with shotgun guys is I've kind of like sort of gotten them to follow me into an area where I can just kind of go around corners. I've gotten them to run into fire before. It's always fun like that. Fire, unsurprisingly, fire bad. But I think it's on the difficulty is easy enough now that I can kind of just beat on these guys. He's dead. Oh, back attack. Oh, nope, he's just gonna kick me. Oh, keep going. Make him come to me. There it is. And of course they drop stuff. Perfect. I don't know what that did, but whatever. So I'll quickly show you the level up stuff. So I want to go into this still. Watch the bottom left. I'm at 741. 798. So the next time I level up this, I can increase this and I will be able to regenerate health up to like 25% of my max health. But that's a Vaporum. I would recommend it, but there are some slightly better dungeon crawlers out there. Some of the weird stuff that they pick to do with the like difficulty and some of the weird puzzle stuff. Oh. But I am ZeroJD. This was the XBLA fan channel. Don't poke me. I love how I love the aesthetic. I love the weapons. I love the level up system and all that kind of stuff. The story seems interesting. It's just some weird little like choices that they made just kind of ruin it for me, to be fully honest. Once again, I am ZeroJD. This is the XBLA fan channel. Thank you for watching. Check out our videos. But yeah, oh my. There's a lot of this. A lot of go into room, doors slam shut, a whole bunch of enemies spawn. But thank you once again. Check out our videos. Have a nice day. And this is Vaporum.